Ajde Niko bre. Kasniš, opet kasniš. Kasniš.
Radim.
Dobro.
Ti?
Evo, dobro.
Izvini što me čekaš.
Ma daj, šalim se.
Kupu rami, imaš vama slici.
Pa bio sam u formu.
Ne imaš li sad išta?
Ma ne, šta ću da
Pa
radim?
ne znam, kući možda. Ti ono u kući imaš teretanu i to.
Pa imam, ali šta ću?
Imaš?
Imam.
So Nico, the only thing about this, you just don't touch the mic.
Of course.
Okay. Everyone rolling? Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Ćao, brate, kako si?
Dobro, brate. Hvala što si me gostio ovdje u ovom prelepom ambijentu.
Welcome to the podcast. You like the set?
Yeah, I like your picture looks better, but it's a pretty nice set.
They should add some gray hair, though. But
Mine is still solid.
let's start. We both from Europe. You from Serbia, I'm from Slovenia. So can you tell me about the parts where you're coming from and basketball-wise?
You for sure know how much basketball means to us, not only for us, but for even a country like yours and, all our neighbors. I think it's more than a culture, I think it's a lifestyle out there, and we literally breed basketball, everything is about basketball down there.
Yeah, of course. I was born in Yugoslavia. I only had 3 years. I was 3 years old when the country separated, but we do have connections. My dad is Serbian, and you're Serbian. So, but it's always nice when you represent your country, and I know how deep is basketball in our roots. What would you think it's similarities between Serbia and Slovenia? Because I can tell you right now that the Serbian fans and you guys are more passionate.
When you play for national teams, you can see how many people you can bring in the arena. For some reason, clubs for you guys are
Different
maybe
story.
there's not as many fans, but you have also that culture, and I've seen it on the TV. When you guys beat Serbia in Eurobasket. I really like you guys
was
for
before
that.
your time, so.
Still, man, they hurt my feelings even though I was young.
I had some. My dad is Serbian, so when we beat you guys in the finals, I had a lot of text messages from the
Other
Serbian, father's side, who were threatening me and why did I do that, but in the end of the day, you want to win.
It's beautiful. I love it.
I was nervous a little bit, I felt comfortable through the preseason, but first regular game, it was a little nervous, but it's okay. Now I feel great.
What people say I'm still a kid, I don't feel like a kid no more, but I'm living the dream right now.
Let me ask you this. How was the transition from European basketball to the NBA? It's different culture, different game.
It is different for sure. You know how in Europe it's played kind of slowly. Yeah. Coaches want you to play through all 24 seconds. You have probably about 80 plays. Yeah, the transition for me personally was kind of hard, especially coming here. They want you to do a lot and be smart. And at the moment when I first came, I'm not really sure if I was really ready for that. I really need some time to develop. And thanks to the coaches, Coach Spo and front office and everybody around here, they really helped me with that. Spo was pretty hard on me, and I really appreciate that now.
I know why, because he sees something in you, so that's why.
But yeah, as I said, I really appreciate it now. You really understand why he did some of the stuff he did, and to really bring not just best out of me, but he does the same thing to the other guys, and it really helped. At this moment right now, I really feel a lot more comfortable, and it's just easier to play.
Yeah, if I go back in my rookie season, I had the same problems. You came from Slovenia. First year didn't play much. I was only practicing, and even when I get a chance, I didn't play well. And it's tough. And then different language, different culture. But it only makes you tougher. So I
Yeah.
think you're in good spot, especially with Miami Heat and with Coach Poe, and we already see how you improve. So that's good.
Thank you.
When I was traded to Miami, it was amazing. The people, the culture-wise, the fans, and especially when you're at the games, you see, from Europe, from everywhere,
Yeah,
and this
fans-
is really unique.
Yeah, fans are great, because I think we have the variety of them. Arena is always packed. The energy they give us is really amazing. I really appreciate that. There's not a lot of fans like that in the NBA, and I think they're doing a pretty good job.
What do you think about Miami? Especially the city. It's a lot of melting pot, like culture-wise. A lot of people from different parts of the world are in Miami. And do you like the city?
I love it. I love really everything about it. I think culture is great because there's so many, not only like people from all around the world. So you don't even feel like you're in America. It's really a weird place to be. And during the winter you see a lot of people from New York. So there's people from everywhere. I'm really grateful every day that I can wake up, and see the sun, see the ocean, and I think it's the best thing in the world. When I first came, they really want to test your limits.
Yep.
They want to see really what you're about.
So what was your first impression?
Well, my first impression
Was tough? Was good?
Yeah, it was tough. It was hard. It was basically the first practice. I came at the moment, did some measurement, came to the court. It's like first practice we went straight to 1-on-1.
Yep.
Of course, I got killed. I played against a big guy at the moment, Omer.
Oh, Omer, yeah.
So we did 1-on-1 in paint. He killed me immediately.
Yeah.
It's not easy to play for the Heat. As you know. So they wanted to see how good of a competitor I was at the moment and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was hard. I remember I came home after first practice and my mind was all about, I was not sure if I'm built for this.
So how did your game change, especially here with the Heat? Probably you did pre-practices a lot.
Yeah, I still do it.
You still do it?
Yeah.
So how did that help you to develop, and how did you change as a player?
I changed in a lot of ways. I had to be simple, do the simple stuff first and then kind of developing where I can handle a little more.
Yeah.
I needed about 2.5 years to really start playing a little bit of pick and roll.
Yeah.
I had to use my passing skills on a good level, and you build that package, and then when you start playing, you kind of add things.
You have to add, pick and roll, 3-point, floater, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
I feel like you just got to work on something.
Yeah. When I used to play, I was really competitive. I had that competitive fire in me, and I can see that you have the same thing. Is that something like all European players have?
It's not that I like winning. It's more that I hate losing.
Yeah.
And that's something I had since young age, and that's what it's all about. I just have to win. And that's what. Of course, you cannot win every game, and it's not easy. But it's something I really wanna, stand by, try to be the best, the best I can be every night.
I know you're not playing right now because of your injury. We all know that injuries are part of any sports, and I went through some dark times when I got hurt in the finals, and it still haunts me until this day. But how you dealing with injuries, and especially mentally?
I think I'm doing solid. I really was not trying to be frustrated, even though you have to be. It's more than where I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I have to get something out of this. And it's hard, but you have to do what you have to do. I'm literally not doing anything on a basketball court right now other than running.
Yeah.
And staying ready when as soon as I take this off, I can start playing, and I have to be in top condition. I just want to be back on the court and help these guys win. So as you know, that's what it's all about.
Yep. But I know Spo. Even if you're not playing, you still can help the team. You still can be out there and give them some pointers. Be with the team,
Yeah.
and I think that's really important.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I
Even
know.
just looking at them play, basketball and knowing that I can be,
Yeah.
I cannot do anything, to help them, and I cannot do anything at the practice. It's just hard not to play.
So how is Spo and coaching staff, like how they're challenging you?
I mean, I'm really grateful for everything they do for me, especially Coach Poe this year, who was real with me, and
Yeah.
I think that's what's most important. I mean, for me, I don't know
Yeah.
for the other guys, but for me, I really respect when someone's real with you. And when the season started, I kind of fell out of the rotation. I didn't play at all, and he called me in his office, and he just told me I'm not good enough right now to play. I'm not totally respected it. I asked him what else can I do to be better. He told me the stuff that I have to do, and that's what I did since that day.
I can tell you one thing about Spo. He's always gonna be direct. He's gonna tell you. He always gonna have his door open to come and talk to him. And one situation with me was when he approached me and he told me, "Gee, I think it's time that you come from the bench, that you're not the starter anymore." And at that time, I was losing my mind. I was like, "No, I can be a starter and this." And then I finally said, I'm gonna do that. And after I had one of the best seasons in my career. And when the playoffs come, he said, "Gee, I need you back in the starting lineup." And he sees those things, and I think that's really important that you accept those things and you work with him.
He's simple, and he's strict.
Yep.
So I think those are the two most important part. He's gonna tell me that I'm doing a good job or I'm doing a bad job, and I really respect that. I think that's all that needs to be said. So yeah, I think our relationship is great.
Okay, let's go back home a little bit. What it means to you to play for a national team, and do you think that's good? I have to ask you this second part, because some people, for me personally, I love playing for my national team, and that give me a chance to be in shape for the next season. So,
I mean, when I was first supposed to go, I came to their office. I had some back issues, and it was some serious stuff. I wasn't sure if I was gonna play or not, and I asked after the season. Coach called me to his office, and I talked to him, and I asked him, "Do you guys want me to go and try to make the team?"
yeah.
And he was so hyped about it. He told me that I have to go, that I have to make the team because of you. You're the one who inspired them, because I guess every time you went, you came back even better.
That was one of my things, because you practice every day with the national team, you play basketball a lot. Okay, you're a little bit tired when you come back, but at the same time, you're in shape, and to represent your country means everything for your people, for your family, and I think so. It's really important, and I was watching you guys in the finals in the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm short, man.
I was telling Spo that I was rooting for you guys. He was like, "Really?" I say, "I have to go with my brothers," but yeah, you guys play amazing.
Yeah, I was hoping, man. My first time, World Cup, we came short.
Yeah,
We were second, and last year, as everybody knows, we were third. But I just hope at one point I'll be able to bring gold for Serbia, because we haven't won gold so much. I mean, in so many years that it will really mean a lot to us.
So how was your experience at 2024 Olympics in Paris?
It was
Tell me about it.
it was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It was really a dream come true. That's all you want to do is play at the Olympics against the best competition. USA came out with a great team. We had our ups and downs, but by the time that game came, I think the guys were pretty locked in.
Yeah.
So, as you know, I think one of the best games I ever participated in.
Yeah, it
for
was
sure.
an amazing game, man. Okay, I have to ask you about one of your teammates and your friends, Nikola Jović. I mean, how is, first of all, playing with him when you're playing national team and to play against him?
First playing with him,
Yeah.
is
Makes game easier, huh?
It's the easiest stuff ever, really. I think playing with him really is so easy that literally I don't think there's a certain player that could not play with him.
Yeah.
Because he just makes the right play every time.
yeah.
You know, even if it's the easiest pass ever, you just do the right thing at the right time, and it's gonna help you. And playing against him is
His
terrible.
IQ is off the chart.
Yeah, his IQ is unbelievable. He just reads the game before everybody. Also, his body, he's so strong where he can be wherever he wants on the court. You know,
Yeah.
he uses his spots so well.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you need him to score, he'll score. When you need him to pass, he'll pass.
Yeah.
Nikola, you got an opportunity to meet the other Nikola. What do you know about his game, and was there any wisdom that you tried to share with him?
Yes, good guy, good person. I saw he's getting bigger, working out.
You know, in your young career, you achieved a lot of stuff. You
I
know,
mean,
you was World Cup, second place, Olympic, second place. You even play in the finals with the Heat.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
I mean, it was great. It was just to be around those guys. You know how the story went. We was 8, went all the way to the finals. It was unbelievable, and that's where I kind of saw how good you need to be to get to the level.
Yeah.
At that point, I didn't know. I thought, you know, regular season is the same thing, and then when the playoffs came, you actually figure out how good you need to be.
It's a different ball game in playoffs.
It's a different ball game.
But it's fun.
It's fun. It's pretty fun. That's probably one of the most enjoyable 2 months I have ever had. You know, I just enjoyed it so much. You know, you can see how much it meant, not just for our guys, but for the coaching staff and for everybody, because we knew we had a team.
Nikola's been one of those guys who you've seen improvement really year to year, but almost every single day you kind of just see him continuing to get more comfortable and get 1% better.
Steal from Jović, look out below.
Put a lot of time on his player development, put a lot of time on his body, adding 25 pounds.
A lot of people don't know this, but Nico, before in a row, before walkthroughs and shoot-arounds, he's there early getting up shots. He's there early getting his work in. It's just a lot of work behind the scenes that nobody knows about that he's put in.
You know, Heat fans, you should continue to be encouraged by the progress of this young player. The skill continues to emerge for 21-year-old Niko Jović.
How would you describe your growth this season, and how you are like happy with your role? You know.
Yeah,
for yourself.
The goal for me was to play as many games as I can this year. And I started a year off being a starter. Then I kind of fell out of the rotation. So, you know, my mind wasn't right, you know, so I kind of just figured out I just got to keep working.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I came back to the rotation, and then somehow, some way, I think Spo figured out that I'm doing a great job off the bench. So he just kept bringing me off the bench, and I think I did solid job just helping the team win. I felt really, really comfortable on the court last few months, and I think my game is just really developing day by day.
And you know, I would add too, it doesn't matter if you come from the bench.
Yeah,
as long as you finish.
As long as you play and finish games, it's
that's
what
the most important thing.
And I had a chance to finish a lot of games this year.
I know. So this organization allows you to be yourself.
No, watch out, I'm like that. Don't say anything crazy. Oh, he's a bucket. I don't even need to look at that. I told you.
Come on, just come. That's all bad. What's up? All right, be serious.
I want a big smile, okay? Why are you not smiling? You mad?
If you are likable, the fans, they really create some bond. You know, I had a great bond with the fans here. As long as you play hard and you give everything on the floor, they like you. And I can see that with you. You know, they love you here in Miami. They really appreciate you.
I really respect the fans, you know, because during the games you can really hear them, and all the love that we get, even during the warm-ups. During the warm-ups, we can meet all the fans, and the fact that tell you how much, you know, you mean to them. And not only do I have to play for myself, you know, I have to play for them too.
Yeah, and you know how you can build that in the future. In your career with Miami, with fans, it's like you stay healthy, you stay on the floor,
Of course,
produce, and everything is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Remember the text in Minnesota?
Yeah.
And what you did? Game winner.
On the back cut by Jović. Got the layup. Rozier set a brilliant back screen plus a foul.
I just text them like, be patient. And when I send you that text message, it was actually out of bounds play. I don't know, was play for you or for somebody else, but you were open.
Yeah, but first one was for me. So if I wasn't open, it was for Tyler, I think so. But first it was for me.
The NBA, the games, it changed so quickly. You know, like you said, you were started at the beginning of the season, then you didn't play, then you were coming from the bench, and you find yourself again. You play amazingly, and now you were back, and you know it's ups and downs through your career, through your season is always gonna be, and I can see that you're mentally tough, that you know how to, you know, prepare yourself, and you're gonna do great things, man. So just keep with it. You know, listen, and
as long as you keep texting me, I remember not a lot of guys text me, you know, especially UD usually texts me. When
he did text to me all the time too.
Yeah.
So UD is one of those guys who
you're the one who always texts me when, you know, I really need, you know, when I'm kind of in between and I'm not sure what's happening. You're the one who always tells me, you know, to be consistent. I really respect that, you know, and it really helps from, you know, someone like you who has been through a lot, you know, been an all-star player, had an amazing career. It's really a pleasure to just know you.
Thank you, man. And you know, because of you, the Heat has a bright future. You know, young players. I think the organization-wise, the fans, the city, the owners, the Mick Harrison and coaching staff, they all gonna do in their best thing to make things great. But at the end of the day, you guys, the players, are making the decision on the floor, and we have a lot of young players who are the bright future of these teams, and you are one of them. So
thank you.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.